Gin and corpuscles. The blood of motoring malefactors.
Yes, well, I don't think it's funny. There's a sight more blood on the roads where some of these jokers were driving.
Never mind, Sergeant. You boys were there with your beautiful balloons. I just test them. It's a living.
Good morning. The accountants reassure me. They all look as if they go to bed at 9:30 with a soothing drink and your trial balance.
Fotheringham's have been doing the Leeds book since I went into practice.
And grow old along with me. The best is yet to be.
These figures are very good, David.
So they should be. We're a very good firm of solicitors. Yes?
Your wife again for you, sir.
Tell her I still can't talk and tell her to stop twitching about the car.
It was just to tell you it's arrived at the farm and it looks beautiful.
Thank God for that.
An expensive birthday present.
Self-interest.
As usual.
Stops Hillary borrowing mine, because her own belongs in the British Museum. Now, you were talking about these figures, Margaret.
Yes, David, I was.
Goodbye. Bye.
She'll be a bit careful in that. Want some tea?
Always.
I'd like to talk about profit from the Leeds practice. That's these figures. And then what it pays London. Your practice, David.
I'm always willing to talk about money.
How much do you make here?
Margaret, that verges on the impudent. We have no share in the London practice and no right to ask that question.
Every right, as partners in my other practice. From this office last year, I made 16,000, plus the 6,000 cut from Leeds, total 22,000.
Which is adequate.
Handsome, almost. Only 500 less than I spend.
I suppose there is a conclusion somewhere, Margaret.
Oh, yes. David takes 50% of the fee of all work done in London for Leeds. Well, I'd like to have the jobs costed out, not a flat fee.
That wasn't the agreement.
Well, I've got comparative figures. It would put the Leeds profit up.
And your share.
Yes. Well, most solicitors would take a third, even as partners. Why not you?
Because of a lot more experience, I could be a better lawyer, and I certainly take bigger risks. It's no use being good, Margaret, unless you're successful. Yes?
There's someone to see Mr. Castleton. It's urgent.
She just came tearing out of that side road. I didn't stand a chance.
Neither did she, not the way you cowboys travel. Yeah, get a breathalyzer, will you?
I haven't had anything. Don't feel very well.
Neither did they. One long breath. Nothing at all? Not a drop? Get his gear and logbook from the cab. Oh, hello, Superintendent.
What happened?
Front seat impact wiped out a woman and a little lad. Enough booze in here to dissolve the bag.
All right, Thornaby. Any witnesses?
No, there never are.
Arrest him. Don't let him smoke. Test him again at the station in 20 minutes.
Aye, full camping outfit. Sleep in the cab, then claim lodging allowance.
Didn't think anybody knew Father was here.
Could be one of those ladies he squires around on circuit. Hell, might even be a paternity summons.
That was the police, David. And there's no easy or indirect way I can break this news to you. Your wife and son are dead.
Dead? How? They can't be.
They were killed in collision with a heavy lorry.
But Hillary's a good driver. She's been driving those roads for years. It was a new car.
The police are holding the lorry driver.
What charges?
Too early to say. David, I'm sorry.
Dead? Walter Clegg's down there. I want details. I want blades of grass looked at.
If Walter's down there, he'll have Hillary's father to look after. I'll ring him, but not with your priorities.
Henry, there couldn't be a mistake, could there? There are lots of minutes.
No, David.
I don't know what to do. They're dead. I don't know what to do. You've been on the bench down there, Henry. How tough will they be?
They won't be lenient.
They better not be, because I'll be watching every move they make.
For what purpose, David? And who will it help?
It's all I know. We're talking figures, Margaret. Could I see a list of payments from the Leeds office to his practice?
No, David, it doesn't matter, not now.
Motto, bleed in private.
This is private, David. We are not only your partners, we are your friends. You will cancel all Mr. Maine's appointments until further notice, and until advised by me.
George Albert Duncan. I have to tell you that your second breath test has proved positive, and I now require you to provide a specimen of blood for laboratory test. Take him through and get the doctor, Sergeant Anderson, please. 2 samples labelled and timed. How long is here?
Anyone hurt?
Killed. Harry Selby's daughter and grandson. I've known Harry 15 years.
Through here, Mr. Duncan, please. That door there, sir.
Hello, Sarge. They reckon George Duncan's here. Can I see him?
That won't be possible at the moment, sir.
Oh, I'm his boss. It won't take a minute. What's he supposed to have done, anyway?
We're trying to ascertain that at the moment, sir.
Look, is the wagon all right? There's a lot of profit on that load.
And you'll have it after police examination and road measurements.
Come on, Sarge, do me a favour. I can get another driver up there in 10 minutes. Well, what difference does it make?
Farrell, that vehicle and a drunk driver killed 2 people.
Mr. Farrell to you, Sergeant.
And you haven't proved the driver was drunk yet, have you?
No.
Mr. Farrell, the vehicle will be released as soon as possible. Sergeant Thornaby, I think you better go and see the dead woman's father.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Now, are you quite sure there's nothing else I can be getting on with apart from the documents in here?
No, those are the only ones that David will need help with. I'll stay and look after the rest. Bye, Father. Get you something? Some tea? There's some brandy. I've been looking up the hotline cases. Father's taken some, and I shall stay down here and look after the rest.
No need for that, Margaret. There are 2 compensation cases on with as much misery as I've got.
Except that you're in no condition to deal with them. How much rational judgment do you think you've got left, David?
I'll manage.
No, you won't. You're not a machine, whatever you may think. And besides, there will be other arrangements for you to make.
What about Leeds?
I've been on the phone for the last half an hour. You told me I've learned to delegate. Now's my chance. David, why don't you go home?
I'm sorry, Harry. I called on your sister. She'll be here in half an hour.
What for?
Well, you need somebody.
What can she do? What can anybody do?
Make the tea. Keep you company. Answer the telephone. Tell the rest of the family before they read in the papers. Talk to the vicar. Book the church. Sew a black armband on your best suit. Help you out as much as anybody can.
Copper?
Ex-copper. I've knocked on 50 doors with the same message you just did. No right way. Not ever.
I've got a driver outside. He'll keep an eye on him. What do you do now?
I work for a solicitor, David Main. Her husband.
Oh, sorry again. I didn't know you knew her.
I'd like to. What happened?
Oh, drunk lorry driver. Clapped out wagon, probably doing 60. Hit the mini as it came out of a side lane. No witnesses.
Drunk. You sure?
Oh, yes, I know drunks. I've cleaned too many of them off these boots.
Oh, at least the driver will get nailed. That's something.
Well, not this one. He's one of Joe Farrell's boys. He'll get off.
You took a blood test?
Well, that's the point. Whether it's the same one that gets tested is a different matter. I've had 5 of Farrell's drunk cowboys, and 5 times they've got off. Oh, there was some booze, mind you, but below the limit. One of them could hardly stand at the accident. Said in court he'd been tired.
You got proof?
Only what I see and hear, that's all.
Crooked analyst in the forensic laboratory, and he switches samples.
Oh, takes one later when the booze has faded in case they cross-check blood types. Easy to see how it starts. Some bigwig squares the analyst out of influence, then he starts doing it for money.
Well, this time he's made his last bunch of used and dirty fivers.
Can I go now?
Yeah. Just sign this receipt for your gear. You understand that this blood sample given you by the doctor, it's identical to that which will go to the official laboratory?
Yes, she told me, yes. Yeah, what have you done with my logbook?
It's in your other bag. I'm fond of fiction myself.
Still in a hurry, is he? Poor soul probably needs a drink. Hey, did you tell him about that blood sample?
I know the rules.
Well, it's not like one of Farrell's cowboys to leave it. Hey, Eric, log this, will you? Keep it somewhere safe.
Cagey. Just because you're going on leave tomorrow.
Get me Harry Selby's place, will you? See if Mr. Clegg's still there.
Where the hell is he? I've only got 10 minutes.
Never mind my old Bunsen burner. It's a good afternoon's wages. Here, count that. Keep you quiet. I don't know what you spend it all on.
Try being a civil servant with a last year's mortgage and 4 kids.
Yeah, and a taste for weekends in London on the side. Ah, you don't know our friend? And you've still never seen him? He'll be round your lodgings about 7 o'clock tonight for a blood sample. OK, Bunsen, that's the one. You got his address? All right. What you do, George, is walk. Get a big meal down here. Stay out the pubs. And don't go to sleep. You're in a state of shock.
Oh, yeah, the lorry driver's always in a state of shock, isn't he? The other people are always dead.
How much do you make a week?
120.
Well, if you want to go on making it, just do as you're told.
Thank you. Yes, I will. I appreciate it very much. That was Gregory. He's got relatives up there, you just heard.
Gregory?
Solicitor, small practice. I farm out stuff to him. He's just offered to put himself and his office entirely at my disposal. Free if I need it.
You shouldn't stay here, David.
Left for a while.
You're in no condition to do anything, talk to anybody, or make any decision.
Where else is there?
Yeah, well, I'm going to your house now. I'll tell the housekeeper what happened. Telephone the school, see that somebody brings Hillary's daughter home. I take it there's a spare room. I shall stay the night. I'm also tempted to phone your doctor.
There's no need.
Well, I'll decide that when you get home. Walter, Mr. Maine wants to stay here for a while. When he does decide to leave, I'd be glad if you'd drive him.
I'll do that anyway.
Thank you, Walter.
Yeah, I know, Walter. Thanks. How's Selby?
His sister's with him.
What happened?
They've already told you. Leave it alone.
What about the driver?
He'll get off. There's an analyst on the take up there. He switches blood samples.
Can you prove it?
I'd like to go back and try.
We'll need evidence.
I can get evidence.
How?
Up to me? Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I work for Rimsey and Glass solicitors. I phoned earlier.
Oh, yes.
And Mr. George Duncan was breathalyzed by you recently and admitted to take the independent blood sample he's entitled to. I'd be glad if I could have that sample now.
Your firm represents this lorry driver?
We do.
Yeah. You have some proof of identity?
You can ring the office back if you like.
Well, I suppose it'll be all right. You must sign for it, of course.
I realise that.
Yeah, just a moment, sir.
Can I help you, Super?
No, just looking round. Do you mind?
No, not at all. Waiting for a drugs report. Makes a change from checking booze levels.
Well, just sign there, sir.
Right. Thank you very much. I'm much obliged.
And that's how it all ends. Wet handkerchiefs, clammy handshakes, flowers that'll rot in a week. The vicar with the plastic smile he's had for 20 years. Dust to dust. All because of a drunk in a lorry.
David, I can offer you no words of comfort of my own. I can urge you only to remember other words. Thy will be done. I lost my wife, father, and a brother, all within the space of 6 months. Those words are all the comfort I had. And death happens to each and every one of us.
Yes, I know, Henry.
And life goes on. David, I've taken the liberty of disposing of Hilary's clothing to charity. There was some jewellery, but I presume that's taken care of by the will. Selby's sister is looking after the child for the time being, and I can phone the principal of the school as soon as you've made a decision about your stepdaughter's future.
Very efficient, Miss Castleton, very efficient.
Somebody has to do it, David.
Sorry, Margaret. I'm truly sorry. One day I'll be able to say thank you properly. Won't be enough, but I'll try.
David. We were talking about evidence. I've got it.
What is it? How'd you get it?
I like Mrs. Main and the little boy. Drove him around enough. He wanted to be a policeman, do you know that? And now they're dead. And here's a blood sample of the man that killed them. He's still walking around alive. And I've got 2 days left before this congeals to get it to an independent analyst. Yes or no?
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Farrell. This one isn't on. I don't care what the super said he was doing. There was no reason for him to be at the lab.
He told you it was a drugs report. Get some yourself for your nerves. You'll be all right.
Oh, no, I won't. Anyway, I've never liked it.
No, you just like the money.
Besides, the driver was drunk. He was breaking the law.
Oh, don't get pure with me, Bunsen. You know what George Duncan's going to be like when he's 40? When he's pushed a big wagon 12 hours a day for 20 years? He won't be able to sleep for diesel engines in his head. He'll have a bad back and kidney trouble, and his prostate will bother him, and his wife will start looking elsewhere. That's the price. So make the big money while you can. I get men to work for me for 2 reasons. First, they're greedy. Second, I look after them. Let me know when you want to make a hole in your mortgage again. Get me my solicitors.
David, the girl's Hilary's daughter. My granddaughter. You're just a stepfather. That child belongs here. I don't care if you are the legal guardian.
Nobody's talking law, Harry. I think it's too soon to be talking anything. That's why I sent her back to school.
I could get a housekeeper. She could have Hilary's old room.
And she'll keep you company.
That's right.
If you want a doll, find a toy shop and buy one. Not her. She's not a doll. Harry, let's wait until we're both normal before we decide anything. I don't want to argue.
You're probably right. If we fall out now, who else have we got? Oh, hello, Eddie. Hello. Come in. Come in.
Oh, good afternoon. Sam Thornby said to let you know, sir, we had the blood sample results in that lorry driver. It's 248.
It's more than 3 times the legal limit, near paralytic. What's the charge?
Oh, death by dangerous driving. Oh, and breathalyzer, sir.
What will he get?
Oh, 2 years inside at least, and a 5-year suspension. Well, it's one tearaway driver less, eh? It's not much comfort, but it's something. Well, I'll see you, Harry.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks again.
Pleasure. See you around.
Yes. The blood sample proves it. That's one piece of good news, anyway.
The fix didn't work. The analyst got careful. I'm telling you so you don't start acting clever. And I'll buy you the best defence I can pay for.
What if I go inside?
Luck of the draw. Goodbye, George. At least you're alive.
Yes, I think about that too.
Yep. Right, send him up. This is the solicitor. His name is Rimsey. Now, don't try and con him, because he's so straight he goes to sleep standing up. Now, Mr. Rimsey.
Hello.
This is George Duncan.
How do you do?
Very good. Sit down.
I've had details of the accident and your statement. There is, however, one extremely important fact I require. Were you offered a duplicate sample of the blood taken from you?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, just a minute, I don't know. Well, I think so, yes.
Well, if you were, what did you do with it?
Well, I can't remember.
Try to remember. Are you sure you were offered a sample?
Well, I mean, I was very groggy. I'd just been in a
witness
wipeout.
box and say you were not offered a duplicate sample. We've got a defence. If not, we'd better find out. May I?
Yeah, I hope so. George, come on. Sit down, get a chair.
Get me Shelburne Police Station, please.
Look, George, this is very important. Now, try and remember. Look through that camping gear you got in the
I'm
chemist.
representing Mr. George Duncan. I'm telephoning to ask if he was offered a duplicate sample of his blood to which he was entitled, or whether this is now still in your possession. What? Could you repeat that, please? Could I have your name, please? Sergeant Anderson. Thank you. Goodbye. Someone purporting to come from my office went to the police station 2 days after the accident and collected the blood which you, Mr. Duncan, refused or forgot to take. I'll be in touch with you. I'm on my way to see Superintendent Cosgrove.
You could have a fighting chance, kid. You could get lucky. Let's back it. Yeah. Get yourself a proper haircut, a dark blue suit, white shirt. In that gear, you look as if you belong in the dock.
This is a very serious allegation, Mr. Rimsey.
I am, nevertheless, making it. At the moment, in terms of person or persons unknown. Later, possibly in terms of police negligence. The blood sample belonging to my client was taken by somebody who said he represented my firm. I give you my professional assurance as a solicitor that neither the description your sergeant just gave me nor the signature on this receipt belongs to anyone who is working or who has ever worked for me.
I shall make a full inquiry, of course.
At once, I hope. Thank you. Good day.
Good day. Where's Thornby?
He's on leave, sir.
Where?
Touring Scotland. He's due back on Wednesday for the trial.
I want him now. Find him.
David, the book's crammed. I can't spend the whole day in court just taking notes on the Duncan trial. Get junior counsel.
I want impressions, faces, attitudes, as well as words. I can't send anybody else for that. It's important, Margaret, please.
Is it more than just the trial?
I can't answer that.
Can't or won't?
Can't, for everybody's sake.
Hmm.
Thank you,
I'll speak to Mr. Main about that.
Yes,
He'll be able to sort it out.
Yes,
I've got the private analyst result. 250. That driver was plastered like a wall.
I know.
How?
The police told me. This was the one time your crooked analyst wasn't on the take.
What happens now?
What happens to anybody with their necks on the block? We pray.
Not you, me.
No, whatever you did, I condone. That makes us both guilty.
And so, members of the jury, the verdict is now a matter for you. My task in summing up is to remind you of the facts and salient law. The case for the prosecution against the defendant, George Albert Duncan, is that he caused death by dangerous driving and that he drove with an excess of alcohol in his blood. There were no witnesses to the accident, and the defendant has stated that the other vehicle involved was being driven in such a manner as to make collision inevitable. You have heard that the level of alcohol in his blood exceeded the legal limit, that he was drunk, and his evidence must be examined with this in mind. However, you have also heard the point made by the defense that the duplicate blood sample, which would have enabled him to have an independent analysis, was not made available to him. And indeed, there seems to be some doubt that it was even offered. Now, I remind you, members of the jury, that this isn't a fine legal technicality. The offer of the duplicate sample in question is a mandatory obligation. There is some evidence that this offer was made. But if you are not satisfied, beyond all reasonable doubt, that the offer was made, then the prosecution case on the breathalyzer must fail. And you must consider the charge of causing death very carefully with this in mind. Now, members of the jury, you will retire and consider your verdict.
You were ordered to report straight back here.
I had to attend court, sir.
Did you speak to anyone, apart from close relatives, after the accident involving Farrell's lorry and the death of Mrs. Main? I want an answer, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Does he fit this description?
Yes, sir.
Name?
I don't know, sir.
Yes, you do, Sergeant. Name?
Walter Clegg.
Occupation?
He works for a solicitor.
Name?
David Main.
That's all, Sergeant. You're suspended.
George Albert Duncan, you have been found not guilty of the charges brought against you. Discharge the prisoner. I feel obliged to raise one further matter, namely the circumstances in which a sample of blood seems to have disappeared. Now, I wish to put on record that I take a very serious view of this, and I trust that there will be the most rigorous investigation, that those responsible will be forced to answer for their actions.
I see. Not guilty. Thank you, Margaret.
David Main?
Yes. And most of my visitors are announced. Who are you?
My name's Cosgrove.
And?
I've reason to believe that one of your employees, Walter Clegg, has committed a serious crime. Theft from a police station.
I'll speak to Clegg.
And that'll be difficult. I've got him in cells now. He's, quote, assisting the police with their inquiries.
Where?
Sharpborough.
What do you want here?
Your assurance as a solicitor and an officer of the court that you had no knowledge of this crime.
I have nothing to say.
I'll repeat the question.
I still have nothing to say.
You realize the implication of refusal?
Superintendent, I realize nothing. Only that you thought fit to crash in here like some green constable on his first drinking club raid. Walter Clegg is not only a trusted employee, but in circumstances like these, he's also a client. You're intruding not only on me, you're intruding on the solicitor-client relationship. And I intend to go on saying nothing until I've seen Clegg.
Nice and fast, Mr. Main. I think it's bluster. Effective, but still bluster. I think you are involved. It was your wife and child. I wonder what the Director of Public Prosecutions will think when he gets the papers.
Thanks very much.
Thought you'd be needing that by now.
Thanks again.
This shouldn't take long, Walter. We've both been through this routine a lot of times. Why'd you do it? Did David Main ask you to? You'd got good reason. Who told you the blood sample was still here? And you'll be very easy to identify. You'd better open your mouth soon, Clegg.
There's not enough sugar in this tea.
Have it your way. Juries love insolence. Walter James Clegg, you'll be charged with theft contrary to Section 1 of the Theft Act 1968. I shall further charge you with demanding property on a forged instrument, contrary to Section 7 of the Forgery Act 1913. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be put in writing and used in evidence. Do you have anything to say? Clegg, I don't like thieves. Ex-coppers who turn thief I don't like most of all, especially when they steal evidence. I think you'll go down. I'll sweat for it. And if I have my way, you'll take your boss down with you.
Aware of the gravity of this case, Mr. Clegg, and of its possible consequences for us all?
Yes, sir.
Father, the trial hasn't been held yet. We don't know that there'll be any consequences.
No, man. Now let's start talking about Walter's defense. Get hold of Barry Eldham, big respectable solicitor who still knows what makes the law tick.
And expensive.
That's my problem.
What about counsel?
Bailey, QC, the best.
You certainly are robbing the bank for that one.
You get the law you pay for.
Can I say something?
By all means.
I'd like Mr. Main to defend me.
A vote of thanks for loyalty, Walter, then 10 out of 10 for stupidity.
Why?
Conflict of interest.
No, it's more than that. Oh, Walter, you know what judges are like. Firstly, you're an ex-policeman. You'll get hammered harder than the rest. Secondly, any benefit of the doubt that the judge might give you would certainly be wiped out if your own employer acted for you.
I'm not too bothered about that.
Well, not now, you're not. You will be if you go inside for 2 years.
Bad as that?
Yes, as bad as that.
I'll chance it. I'd still like Mr. Main to defend me.
No, Walter, don't.
Yes.
But why? I mean, faith and trust are all very well.
It's not that at all. I've seen him against arrest. I know how good he is. It's like horse racing. You go on form.
I agree with you, Mr. Clegg. David is an extremely able lawyer. He should not, however, in this case, defend you. First, for the already cogent and practical reasons put forward. And second, and I'm sorry to say this, David, because at the present moment his judgment could be, indeed is, impaired by tragic personal circumstances.
The answer's no, Walter. Sorry.
Please, Mr. Main. You're my solicitor. That's what you said. My solicitor.
No, if you feel that strongly, I suppose I am. All right, let's go to work.
I most strongly disapprove.
I'm not exactly cheering.
Come, Margaret.
Sure? Last chance.
Positive.
You can be tried by jury or by the magistrates.
I'll take the magistrates.
You might be better off in Crown Court with a barrister.
Straight from his ivory tower. I'll take the magistrates, then you can do the talking.
You'll be pleading guilty, you know that. For the case they've got, no loopholes.
I'm not arguing. We both know I did it. We both know why. I still think I was justified, and I'd do it again. But it's my decision, not yours. If there are any cans around, I'll carry them.
You can't, Walter. First, you were in my employ at the time. Second, I condoned what you did. I didn't stop you. Sit down.
You were in no condition to stop anybody doing anything.
That's irrelevant. I made the one classic mistake that every criminal makes. The moment when it's a matter of choice, when you cross the line. I crossed it.
The defendant is Walter James Clegg, age 49, married with 2 children. He was educated at Netherfield Grammar School, apprenticed to a local engineering works, and then joined the police force as a cadet halfway through his indentures. He retired from the police force 4 years ago to take up employment with the solicitor presently defending him, Mr. David May.
Any questions, Mr. May?
If you please. Superintendent, do your antecedents reveal how many regional forces Mr. Clegg served whilst a policeman?
3.
Can you tell us Mr. Clegg's position when he left the police force?
A detective inspector.
Do you have any other details of Mr. Clegg's police record?
Yes.
Do they include 2 commendations for bravery?
Yes.
Thank you, Superintendent. With your permission, I would now like to call witnesses as to the character of the defendant. They will include a chief constable under whom he has served, the town clerk of the borough where he lives and in whose welfare work he is active. I would also like to have considered letters from the 2 other chief constables in whose forces the defendant was once a member.
We don't have all afternoon to spend reading, Mr. Main.
Are you saying, sir, you're not prepared to hear all the evidence for the defence?
Yes, we'll take them. But he has pleaded guilty, and if he's as good an ex-policeman as all that, I should have thought he'd have known better.
Your sample said the driver was drunk. Eric Anderson said he'd go down for 2 years, and bloody Clegg had to interfere.
It was worth the chance, Harry.
Not for me, it wasn't. Why couldn't they leave it alone?
My client, Mr. Clegg, has pleaded guilty. And with his training and background, it would have been impossible for him to do otherwise. You've heard the impressive record of this man, whose life has been devoted to the prevention of crime, to the protection, sometimes at the cost of personal injury, of his fellow citizens. I would ask you to bear in mind this record. I would also ask you to consider the humiliation which admission of guilt has placed on it. Then I would ask you to examine the motive which led the defendant to commit these crimes. This motive was based on the simple phrase, he had reason to believe. How many times have you heard this phrase? How many times have you heard experienced policemen with nothing but their training and their shrewdness and their intelligence use it? He had reason to believe. This motive, this belief, has been sufficient for the apprehension and has led to the conviction of hundreds of criminals. In this instance, the defendant, Walter Clegg, had reason to believe that had he not taken the action he did, there would have been a severe miscarriage of justice. He believed this sincerely, as he has believed it throughout a long and honorable career. In this tragic instance, he was wrong. But in this tragic instance, his motives were still those which have impelled him throughout his life, the upholding of justice. There was no material gain, there was no particular glory. There were only the principles of a man seeking to defend the law of the land. I would therefore ask the bench, with respect and humility, to extend the leniency which I believe my client's record deserves.
What do you want your cards for? You lost your nerve?
If you like.
Well, what are you getting so sensitive about? There wasn't any fiddle.
Not this time, no, I got lucky. So I'll just go back to pushing the tractor.
Why?
Well, I know what really happened, you see. I'm the only one left who does.
They've been out for an hour and a half. I don't like it.
Rule of thumb. Longer they're out, longer the sentence. Wonder how your detective inspector friend will enjoy prison.
No comment.
You're good at that. I'll give you one piece of news to cheer you up. The Director of Public Prosecutions is doubtful if there's any case against you. I don't agree. The papers have gone to the Law Society anyway. They might not be so generous.
Nice man.
Made to look a fool. Nobody likes that. Now, where the hell are those magistrates?
No.
Walter James Clegg, you're guilty, by your own admission, of theft and of demanding property by means of a forged instrument. We sentence you to 6 months' imprisonment on each charge to run consecutively. You'll also pay a fine of £250. In view, however, of your previous undoubted contribution to society, brought out by the brilliance of the plea and mitigation made on your behalf, we have decided that the sentence of imprisonment should be suspended for a period of 2 years.
I've cleared my desk. Most of it, anyway. All the urgent stuff I've told your secretary about.
Sorry about this, Walter.
There's no need. And there are the rules, and the rules say you can't have felons with suspended sentences hanging about solicitors' offices. Cheers.
Cheers.
There's no hard feelings. I'm very grateful to you.
For what? Take care, Walter. Keep in touch.
Under a false moustache?
I'd like a word with Mr. Maine in private, Clegg.
I was just going.
Now, as solicitors and officers of the Supreme Court, we face always, because of our responsibilities, the sharpest acts of the law when we transgress it. This is inevitable. This is our own choice. I've just come from the Law Society. There is to be a formal investigation into your part in this affair. In my opinion, there will be disciplinary proceedings against you. You may be fortunate to escape a criminal prosecution. You will almost certainly be struck off. Your days as a practicing solicitor are numbered.